My name is Nicolas Osbert. I'm a chartered architect and water and sanitation engineer, and for the past 25 years I've been working in the humanitarian or development work abroad, primarily on water, sanitation, environmental sustainability issues. Many years in Africa, some in Asia, and currently I'm working in Ukraine for the huge recovery and emergency response linked to the conflict. Before going to Ukraine, I stayed 5 years in India, and that program is quite a big surprise, quite outstanding, in the sense that India is a very powerful country, having a say on any global platform, leading some of the area of space conquest, you name it. And surprise came when the Prime Minister of India mentioned that one of the flagship government program will be on ending open defecation. With UNICEF, we have a very clear link on the issue of sanitation and public health for children, and a lot of the preventable waterborne diseases and the impact it has on nutrition, because the guts of children being destroyed by repeated diarrhea episodes prevents them to absorb nutrients for the entire life. You don't recover from that. It's very difficult. So we saw the link, obviously, and we engaged fully, and we quickly became one of the closest partner of the government for this program. Why? Not because we have a massive investment. In any case, the government was investing the money, but more because we have a widespread technical assistance with a field presence. So this program is heavily centralized, but it happens at the local level, and we have experts and field teams in each and every state, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and others. So this is how we got connected. We invested in the Swachh Bharat mission, and gradually we became one of the main providers of technical assistance and support for the rollout of this critical campaign. There is a lot on that field. First, the idea of working more with the private sector came to us and the governments as a way to, because the issue of sanitation is not an infrastructure issue, it's a behavior issue. So a lot of this program is also designed on behavior change communication. And there were several studies showing that the most influential people in India are young people in their 20s, early 20s, and also workers of big corporates, big industries. So the first approach for the private sector was really to use that workforce to ensure clean businesses, but also to promote, as they are community leaders, the importance of ending open defecation, hand washing with soap, those type of things. And in the mix, there were interesting studies on the impact of sanitation on the tourism industry. According to UNESCO, India is the country with the biggest number of World Heritage sites in the world. In front of France and any other one, right? That is India. But the reputation is such, people are afraid to go to India, get what they call the tourista, and also at the age of Instagram picture, and you look at the monument here and the trash there, it's not really conducive, and then there is a competition. So and also there was a way to stimulate the pride of Indian people on their monuments. So there was a very strong effort to make the key monuments of India sparkless clean as a model. The other part of working with the private sector, it's the business opportunity. So UNICEF delivered a macroeconomic impact evaluation of the Swachh Bharat mission. And among key results, one of the big ones was that, if I remember well, that mission alone generated in the range of 200,000 full-time equivalent jobs for the SMEs, for the masons, and for everyone else. So while it is a public good and it has a massive impact on public health, and there were other impact assessments showing that, I can go back to it, it also helped, supported the economic development. And in the mix, we could also have very interesting pioneer initiative. For instance, the whole movement of female masons in Bihar states. Oh, female cannot be masons and make money. No. We had a big scale of female trained, and they build toilets, and now they are in more businesses, female driven. So that's the type of impact that we could have. In many ways, I would say yes. First of all, it tells about a sense of responsibility. Okay, in most of the countries, government would not put forward the issues and rather put the dirt under the carpet. But in India, again, India is a country with space conquest. It's a very powerful country. Here, just saying out loud, my flagship program will be sanitation is one thing, and then afterwards, my flagship program will be water supply. It tells about, it's engaging in the sense like, okay, Indian government takes care about the issue of the people. I guess in terms of reputation, it's true. I must admit, before I went to India and for the first time, for me, the reputation there was, and these are not my words, but someone else, a friend of mine, was telling me, welcome to India, welcome to the kingdom of open defecation. And I could see something really different there. While the impact of the Swachh Bharat mission on cleanliness, on the drive, on the understanding was remarkable. We cannot say that India is securely open defecation free and all of that. It takes a lot of time, but the before-after contrast in terms of all the work in urban areas as well, and is a game changer. So yes, I guess it really helped India to to break the image of dirtiness and disease, and also to demonstrate capacity to address issues and to work in partnership fashion. And I guess these are important implications in terms of business flourishing, trust, and buy-in from the population as well. This change is in the mind of cleanliness. So, and we know the internal bottlenecks there are in India when it comes to cleanliness, and who is the worker supposed to touch that thing. And so the part on professionalization is also important, so that cleaning the gutters is not just the last mile Dalit, but it's a real professional equipped and trained. So India stood as a champion in the field of sanitation and water supply globally. In October 2019, India organized the Mahatma Gandhi International Sanitation Conference, bringing 55 sector ministers and the best specialists, and really raising the profile of sanitation programming globally. And this is a game changer. Building on that, government of Nigeria, government of several African countries like Ethiopia as well, were inspired and also launched massive program aiming at improving cleanliness. So we supported this South-South cooperation, bringing the Indian expertise to Africa in that case. And I know for a fact that the private sector of India, when it comes to engineering firms, also is much more conquering the markets on that field. There were a lot of innovation from the basic toilet to treatment systems, and that also boost the local market and the global market, enabling India to really strengthen. And then, if you look at it, and we could demonstrate that, how much money was saved just with an impact on public health at the level of a household. And we calculated with robust evidence that it's in the range of 50,000 rupees per year. So imagine what it means in terms of economic development when a poor household is saving 50,000 rupees. It's a different thing. They can invest in small businesses, in schooling, and really development. So from all those aspects, while it's not an economic program, it has an economic impact, it has a reputational impact, and a social growth and economic development impact that is fully demonstrated and with strong evidence.